All right, we're here with three of our champions from the East Chicago Semi-State. We have six champions total for our Semi-State, three of them right here. A lot of people understand the talent that we have in this Semi-State. East Chicago represents really well every single year. We have three of the champs here that going into the season, everybody kind of was looking at them. The great thing about them is that every single one of our champions that we have this year are coming back. These guys have a chance to repeat and do what they've done before. And the good thing about each one of these is this is their first for each one of them. So we'll get an opportunity to get their first interview for their championship. Granted, off the mat interviews, those were a little spur of the moment. They were fun. But we're going to go into a little bit different process. First, we got Clinton Shepard on USA Bracketing, which is where we get a lot of our information. They have Clinton at a 40-1 with 13 pins, 22 techs, and 2 majors. That's 196 bonus points. I'm not sure which one of you are going to have the most bonus points here, but we'll find out here in a second. He's a junior, and another thing, you guys have listened to me a lot with our commentary. I talk about Shep. He's really exemplary of the talent that we have in Indiana. Is you can be a wrestler that has never won state and already be on scholarship to Penn State. They already kind of seen what we all saw, that he was going to be a state champ, and he did that this year with a tech in the finals, basically, but it wasn't a tech. I'm giving it because of ride time, so I'm putting it as a tech, whether you guys like it or not. He had some really good matches that we got to see him coming up to. He had Tommy Gibbs in the finals, and we got a chance to see him earlier in the year wrestle, and I kind of knew what was going to happen in that match, but was still excited to see what was going to happen. And we all got a really good one. And another one of our champs here is Ceasar Salas. USA Bracketing has him at 52-1, 16 pins, 30 techs, and a major, 250 bonus points. Not too shabby. He won 7-0 in the finals, and you had North Miami's Hartley Hoover. He was a stud wrestler coming in, but I think that a lot of the push that you've had has pushed you into that situation where the spotlight is kind of where you earned your right to be. And he was one of those guys too. You've seen him playing his Maryville Pop Warner days and coming up through the ranks in wrestling. And in middle school, you've seen Ceasar kind of, okay, you guys are in trouble. When he's a freshman, sophomore, you guys are going to really start to see it, but junior, senior, you're in trouble. That's what we get the opportunity to see next 2 years. Then we have Max Quiroz. Max, you are fun to watch, dude. One of our smaller guys in our championship adventure here. Max is a junior again coming back, and they have him at 63-8 on USA Bracketing. 25 pins, 20 techs, and 7 majors. 278 bonus points. Got Ceasar on it. So Max is the little guy, but he's got more points on the bonus on USA Bracketing. So I'm sure we'll see some pins and some techs coming on here. Having all three of you guys in the same room was really nice here at the 219 gym. A lot of the guys that come in here work out really hard. Jake Salas gets these guys going. Ceasar's dad. And when we came here, there was a huge group of guys in here. If you ever want to get a good workout, I'm sure 219 Gym is a good place to go. But Shep, one of the things I want to talk to you about is you've been on, all of you guys are on a national circuit. And you guys have all done the new way. A lot of you guys are all national champs. It was the higher level ones, the Ironmans, the who's who, you guys have done some really good matches. You got a chance to get into the finals and face Bo Bassett. Going into that match, you already knew that it was going to be a tough match, but what was your mindset going into that match?
I mean, my mindset going into that match is obviously that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be the number one guy in, the world, honestly. Yeah, it was obviously, nerves were there, but when I shake his hand, I best believe that I'm coming to take his name out.
Well, right off the bat, we saw it. You got some offense going there, and it kind of like ticked them off. And you guys, we expected you to be in the finals. But after that match was over, what was it about that match that you learned when you finally, because you now know that you're up there with the best in the echelon in that weight. Knowing that after that match, regardless of the outcome, what did you learn from that match?
I mean, I learned that everybody's beatable. You know, I got him into some positions that he didn't like, and I know I got capitalized on some of those next time. But I felt him now before, and I'm coming for him.
Yeah, we seen that, and after as you come off the mat, we didn't really see like a disappointment. We kind of seen like you had the same face going in as you did coming out, but then every match we saw after that was a different Shep. It's like you got a little faster. Your snaps were a little bit different. Did that come into play with all of these different, not just the basket, but all of the talent that you got to wrestle? Feeling their power and feeling their technique. Did it change how you approach anything after that?
Yeah, I mean, like every day, you know, I'm pushing myself as hard as I can every day, pushing back that wall. And I feel like after that basket match, it really opened my eyes to see like how much harder I have to push myself. So I pushed myself really hard, and now I know that wall. I know where that wall is at practice every time. So I'm chipping at it each day.
It's huge. You know, I tell people about the wall. If you got choices, you can go to that, find that wall. You can try to find a way around it, an easy way around it. You could try to find a way to get over that wall, or you could just blow through it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times blowing through it is going to take a lot of pounding to knock through that thing. You're coming into your senior year and you got another chance at a championship. Penn State came knocking a little early, and it was pretty cool to, I'm sure, have that conversation. I got a chance to talk with Nick Lee in the elevator a little bit before your match. It's kind of cool to see you guys just following a lot of the state championship, like the legacy that we had going to all these big schools. What was the process like with Penn State recruiting? Like, is there any advice that you can give to some of the other guys if you're really looking to get seen by these bigger programs?
I mean, man, Penn State, you know, it's great. Just honestly, just always trying to score points. Colleges love to see, you know, people go out there, score points. Don't be scared, you know, go out there, put on your best act, and that's what they love to see. So that's what Penn State loved.
Well, they're going to get a good one. Is there a weight that you're looking forward to or possibly going to, or whatever they need you as?
I mean, whatever they need me at, but 49, 57 is their range for me. So, you know, get bigger, you know, excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. That's going to be a great one. Do you have any goals in your senior year, what you're wanting to accomplish? Of course you want the state championship again, or is there anything that you want to set higher than what you did this year? Is there any bars that you set for yourself?
I mean, man, I want to be a U20 world champ. So I'm obviously going to go out this year and try to make that team this year. But definitely next year I'll be out there again. But I want to win it this year. So this year is the goal for the U20 world champ.
Well, I look forward to seeing that match as well. To top it off, what match in your entire life was the most defining match that taught you the most?
Ooh. Honestly, I'd say my freshman year state finals match. I mean, I learned so much from that. Like just going out there, you know, underdog wrestling a senior. Just got to go out there without fear and just wrestle my hardest. And whatever happens is gonna happen. You know, that's honestly what I learned a lot from that finals match freshman year.
Freshman year finals. That's tough on a freshman, man. And it really is. And that was a defining moment. That's pretty cool to know that moment right there. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch that match. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we appreciate having you as a representative for the East Chicago Semi-State. You represent wrestling well. You represent your family well, your team, everyone. So congratulations at being state champ here. I'm sure you're going to be the 2 times, so make sure you add to that.
Have you heard? Strachan-Manteau was voted Best of the Region 2025 in several categories, including Best Caterer, Deli, Flower Shop, Food and Grocery Delivery, Fried Chicken, Place to Buy Produce, Place to Buy Seafood, Loyalty Program, and Grocery Store. We're proud to be recognized by our community, and we're committed to continuing to deliver the variety, value, and convenience you deserve. See for yourself what it means to be the best when you shop at Strachan-Manteau.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at forajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work, you're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
Up next, we have Mr. Ceasar Salas. Like I said, Mr. 30 Tex. He likes to put up points on people. I make fun of him every now and then. I can't really say I make fun of him. I jive back and forth, what's up, little guy, or what's up, big guy, back and forth. But it's kind of a comment where it's like I'm giving him attaboys, because like seeing him as a little kid and then watching him grow into a man, he's bigger than his dad now, and that's pretty cool. Like his dad looking up at him when he's talking to him, and but that's a testament of what his dad's done for him. You see how he works on the mat. We're in a gym right now. This is what he does all the time. He's an Ironman wrestler as well, another national circuit guy. You got to do the Marine Corps Junior Nats, the 16U National Duels, ISWA Freestyle and Greco. I know you had fun doing that, whooping on people. And even the Heartland Duels in middle school. You guys have done all three of you have done the national circuit so well. Of all your wrestling tournaments that you've ever done, what was the wrestling tournament that you learned the most out of that made you say, okay, look, I've got to push through this now. Like, I don't know what the heck's going on. I need to push through this. Was there a tournament that you had to do that with?
I want to say either Fargo or Super 32 or Ironman. I'm gonna go with Ironman though, because Fargo, I was like, I'm not really liking wrestling right now, because after a loss that I didn't like the loss. Super 32, he came in pushing in, and I was like, I don't like the loss either. But Ironman is when I really hit it, going to the finals, losing to the number one guy by 2-3 points, and I'm like, now I got to wrestle back. That really pushed me to keep going, like saying like, I belong here, I can keep doing this.
Right, knowing that you're in a conversation with those guys, and that's why we'll sit with Clint, and I was like, you guys are in a conversation with these guys, regardless of whether the outcome is. They have to say your name now, and being up in that, that kind of light, you start to get a little brighter. Like, I think I can glow too. All right, and we see that in a lot of you guys. A lot of the guys that didn't get state championships, I still see it in them. I see nationals, easy placers, stop sign grabbers, and in college, you don't have to place in the top 2 to go to college in Indiana, and you just got to compete. And if you can be a placer or a state qualifier, you're going somewhere. We kind of knew you were going to be a state qualifier coming in. I don't want to sound like I'm beefing you up like that, but like the heavier weights in Indiana are always going to be the best in the nation. We had one year where every single heavyweight was the champ, and now you're like right underneath there at 215. Going through the season, watching everybody at 215, there was talent, but you were so far ahead of them in so many ways that it was fun to see you finally start to get pushed. You had a couple matches that were kind of close this year, and you found ways to win. But like with you, your process of pushing yourself, what is it like, getting pushed by your dad and then getting out there on the mat? Like what pushes you to Like, you just put it on, guys, dude. What pushes you for that?
A couple of years being here, my whole life, my dad tried his best to break me, so I couldn't get broken in the match. My uncle too. I think he's like probably a real high reason why I win most of my matches. Every time I get a little nervous and it's like nerve shaking, he pulls me aside. We're talking for like a minute, 20 minutes, just locking in, focusing in, and staying in the match and keep it going. These kids don't belong in the mat with me. I don't want to sound cocky, but that's what I'm being told every day. These kids don't belong here. These kids don't belong here. Get them off the mat. Get it over.
That's the mindset you have to have. And a lot of the guys, some people listen may not understand it right off the bat, but to explain that in depth, it's you've got to be somewhat delusional in your mindset to where you are, no one deserves to be here. I'm the best. And you've got, in wrestling, I tell everybody else, all sports are good, but wrestling's king. And that's because we can actually formulate that kind of mindset to where we want to go out and dominate somebody, and you're nothing to me. You're nothing to me. But at the same time, we shake hands before the match and we shake hands after the match as a sign of respect. During that match, though, it's a gladiator sport. So you're going to succumb to my will, or I'm going to succumb to yours. It's hard for people to beat you in that situation. And like you said, your dad breaks you a little bit. That's the best way to prepare yourself for that situation. Is the more you humble yourself before your war, the easier the war is. I got to see that now that you're a sophomore, July is coming up. That recruiting process is coming in real soon. I know you've had some D3s probably try to reach out and try to steal you, like they was actually going to get you. I appreciate their thought process, but there's going to be some big schools calling. What are you doing right now to prepare yourself for these schools?
Talking to Shep. Shep's been helping me out, getting my name out there, teaching me what he's been doing. I know his phone's blowing up that same day. So I've been asking him, what was your game plan? What were you thinking about? What's going on? But trying to keep my grades up. I know grades are a heavy hitter. Just keeping grades, keeping the same thing going.
It really is. It's important for all you guys. I always told my kids 3.7 or above. If you have below a 3.7, you sleep in the garage. I wasn't even playing either. And every one of them had it because it was a standard you need to set. Most colleges want you at 3.7. And if you want a lot of these grants, you're going to need a 3.7. And that's where they all start falling off the tree. Oh, grant here, grant there, everything's paid for. Oh, I have full scholarship. Here's a grant anyway. Well, that means it's $1,000 for books that you already got. You know what I'm saying with that, man. That's a little extra money in your pocket. NIL deals are coming around. You're going to have an opportunity for that. Building your brand is what I want you guys to focus on. TikTok, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. Nothing but sports. Tag every coach. I know Shep has already got his situation locked down for right now, but Penn State isn't the final destination for him. The Olympics, I'm sure it just keeps on going. You can work at the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club as well. They got a really good club there to work on, so I'm sure he'll get that opportunity as well. Has there been any schools that have crossed your mind where I might want to check that school out? Because facilities are really cool to check out, man. Whether you want to go there or not, facilities are really cool to check out.
I don't really want to say too much.
All right, well, we can keep it simple. Is there any? Does facilities come into play when in your recruiting process, possibly?
I'll just say wherever Shep went are the facilities I'm looking at. We kind of have a package deal, so wherever he goes, I'll probably end up going anyway.
All right, I like the sound of that. Being that the recruiting process is right around the corner, are you going to? Knowing that you have things in mind, if it comes up, are you taking the one that you want right in your head right off the bat?
I think I think about it first, but if it is the one I want, I probably will definitely. If deals are right, and I like what I'm hearing, I definitely probably will sign there.
All right, good, because indecision is one of the things that coaches get worried about. They want you to lock in if you're there for good. We see you guys locking in every match. That's why I knew that answer was going to be that answer.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Now, another one of our wrestlers we have here, he's our big guy. He's our point getter, Mr. Max Quiroz. Max, 9-7 in the finals. You really want to put on a show, buddy. You gave us what we wanted. Right off the bat, I noticed you gave up that 3.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like your legs were underneath you at first. And then you pressed him towards the edge. And it's like you've seen him break right there. And I don't know if Dominic's match beforehand with Noel Verduzco played into a factor, because if you don't have a good gas tank coming into a match with you, you're just going to drag people into deep water and drown them. And Dominic's a great wrestler, but that's kind of what you did. You dragged him into deep water there. During that edge, when you had him backed up, I knew you knew right then. Like, you kind of seen it like a dog that heard a weird noise, like, this guy's broke. And you just kind of put it on him. There was a mistake or two made in between where it started to get a little sloppy because you were so amped up. But at what point in that match did you realize, like, I think I got this?
So I got an angle on him. And then the next time I got that angle, I took the shot and I took him down. And I was like, oh, this is over.
You feel it, right? You know it, like,
it was tied up still, but I was like, dude, this guy's broke already.
Right. It's fun to feel that. We kind of seen it in your face too, because you almost started smiling like mid third period, like, and then still putting it on there, like, this he's having a blast out there. You know, it's fun out there underneath the lights. A lot of people, did your nerves come into play in the beginning?
Not one bit. I'm really good at keeping my nerves down. Like I feel like I go out there with nothing to lose, especially against Don Brown. Like, he teched me last year.
Right. So there was literally nothing to lose on the table, and you went out there kind of big dogging it. Like, you were dog walking him for that second portion of that match.
Yes, sir.
And we was talking about it with I was talking with Zach Miller, one of our producers. We were getting a champion out of that weight class, whether it was you or Noel, but you and Noel had wrestled previously. You had taken the advantage. So, like, we knew that we were going to be well represented in that weight class. Wrestling at that weight class, you're also a taller guy. Those little guys could get in at that legs. Is it harder to stop them getting after the legs, being taller in your?
I think I had pretty good shot defense. I don't know. He got in my legs. I wasn't expecting him to shoot. The game plan was that, well, Coach Hawk was like, he's not going to shoot. And I was like, oh, okay. So he I didn't expect him to shoot. He shoots. I'm like, oh God, he's too deep at my leg. I'm about to get him a takedown. But I knew like 3 is nothing. Like I've came back from 9-0. Like 3 is nothing. So like I wasn't sweating it.
Right on. Because you're another one of those national circuit type of guys. Is all that national circuit wrestling, is that what kind of like prepares you, or is it more or less the high school wrestling?
Yeah, like when I'm getting like hundreds of matches in the off season, it's like this is just what I do, you know.
Right. Well, that's why a lot of times I tell people you can only get so good wrestling in high school. You're going to have to do the national circuit. You need these these matches. Stylistically, you're wrestling someone from Florida or from Texas or from Wyoming or Washington or New York. Stylistically, they're different. And you need to be able to get pushed in those. So it's like football. You're learning the spread, you're learning the wishbone, you're learning the power eye. That's the same thing with wrestling styles. You're learning, how did that work on me? Why did that work on me? Or how did that work so well on him? Is there any like style that you feel that kind of represents who you are?
Like I don't know. I feel like I just like.
Are you an attack style? Or are you defensive? Are you more of a counter puncher? Or
no, I'm definitely go.
Okay, so you're like offensive minded.
Yeah, like
okay.
Just score.
That's honestly, I feel like that's the Midwest way.
Yeah.
We pump out points. The pins are nice, but we usually don't want the pin until we have 14 points.
Yes, sir.
Or 13 points, whatever you want.
I agree.
You know, now you got your senior year coming up as well. Possibly back to back here. You set some pretty high goals this year, and you achieved a lot of them. Are there any senior goals that you're going to have for next year?
I mean, like obviously, I want to get that second title, but I would like to compete higher, like on a higher level, like nationally. Like I feel like I've disappointed myself in that aspect. Like I really need to work on my freestyle. Like
okay. Well, I still feel folk style is probably the hardest one to do because there's more rules. If you can be effective at folk style at this level, learning freestyle is going to be like just switching a few vowels and learning a new language.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to do for guys because then you get to. I feel like freestyle is almost cheating. I get to lock hands. Like sometimes a good lock is hard to get out of, man. And you got some Caesar hands on you. That suck. But I'd like to see you on a national circuit doing freestyle. Have you thought of maybe Greco or anything like that, or just basically sticking to freestyle, folk style?
You know, I mean, I'm always like whatever my dad tells me to do, I'll do. But I'm so bad at Greco. It's so bad.
I was too, dude. I got tossed on my neck. I was out in 2 weeks. I was freestyle.
Dude,
I was like,
bad.
I'm good. I'm good, dude. I spoke to your godfather the other night. We were bragging on you, how well you did. And, you got a pretty good supporting cast.
Oh, yeah.
And that's fun, especially with, your coaches you have. You got Trevino and Hawk and Bull. And you got a lot of really good coaches over there at Chesterton. Being that you have these coaches, like, I feel like Chesterton has a cheat code with Hawk over there and Trevino as well. Because, like, you guys, the more coaches with state championships, the more coaches with state, with national mentions and stuff like that, the better it is for our wrestlers. And you guys are all a testament to that. Being that you guys have such great coaches, and you guys do, if you can go across the board and put your coaches against any other coaches anytime, any day, because I feel your coaches are one of the best. But that's who you guys are. And hopefully when you guys are done with your guys' road, you guys get back into the coaching, stay with wrestling, send me out like 8 Clinton Shepherds and about 8 Salases and about 8 Max Quiroz, get a bunch of these little kids. Don't stop until you have about 8 boys, a whole football team, because I ain't gonna lie, I have fun commentating your guys' matches. And even though sometimes I get you and Griff mixed up, I don't know why. That mask really messed me up when you had that. That really messed me up. But when I see you wrestle, I already know your style. I know it's you. I'm like, oh, that's Shep. My bad. Sorry about that. It could be I have bad eyes as well. But you guys are, I'm a fan of you guys now. And it's fun to watch you guys wrestle. And I'm a fan of the sport, but it's cool to have fans who aren't even old enough to drink. Like I'm a fan of you guys, and I'm an adult. That's pretty cool for a lot of us, and I think a lot of us are becoming fans of you guys. We have state placers, state qualifiers that you guys are teammates with that I'm a big fan of. I love watching them, compete and get better and better. Hopefully you guys are getting that opportunity to wrestle on Saturdays and Sundays in these big tournaments collegiately. But for now, we get you guys for another year. Caesar, I'm sure we'll have this conversation 2 more times. But we appreciate you guys taking the time to check out our champions here. We got 3 out of 6 right here. We're going to have 3 more coming up here soon. So make sure you guys are checking out these 3, Clinton Shepard, Ceasar Salas, Max Quiroz. Look up their bios, man. If you're coaches, check them out. They have a lot of way they pursue their matches that would be good for you to show your younger wrestlers. If you're a youth coach out there, look at some of their matches and the way they approach it. Look at their stances, how they stay in their stance. Look how they, after every point and every takedown that they get or gets taken on them, watch how they approach it. It's exemplary of what we do here in Indiana. And if you really want to get good, study these guys' tape, all right? Make sure we'll catch you next time on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.